I, Adarsh Vyas, represent before you a motivating courage by the powers of Almighty so that you can definitely move ahead in your life with courage, with confidence. Let me pray not to be sheltered from dangers, but to be fearless in facing them. Let me not beg for the stilling of my pain, but for the hurt to conquer it. Let me not look for allies in life's battlefield, but to my own strength. Let me carve not an anxious fear to be saved, but hope for patience to win my freedom. Grant me that I may not be a coward, feeling your mercy in my success alone, but let me find the grasp of your hand in my failure. These were the lines of Rabindranath Tagore, enough confident to give us courage. All the persons who have been indeed successful in life were courageous. They moved forward on and on towards their aim, which they had set before them, undaunted by the difficulties and obstacles they had to encounter, because they fully knew beforehand that such hindrances were likely to cross their path, for which they were well prepared to accept the challenge and muster the courage to surmount them. Let's be brave enough to face the examination of life. Life is like an algebraic problem. The one you get it solved, the teacher is waiting to give you another. A courageous person refuses to seek safe places, an easy task, and has, indeed, the courage to wrestle with the toughest problems and difficulties. The brave and courageous are never deflected from their path even by the greatest of calamities. The wise man is not afraid. He knows his strength and does not fear. Likewise, he knows his weakness and does not attempt to do the impossible. Impossible is found in the dictionary of fools. Wise people create possibilities and leave no stone unturned. Whether you be man or woman, you will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. Our ability to do is in accordance with our courage and confidence. We have strength in proportion to that courage. Let us therefore learn first courage, which is but a state of mind, and we shall be able to accomplish the seemingly impossible. Let's live with a sense of intelligence. Let's have the beyonds of spirit, the courage, the will within us, and let's become a free person in the true sense. True courage and courtesy always go hand in hand. The bravest men are the most forgiving and most anxious to avoid quarrels. Even if you have reached to the height of success, have topped your class, college, or state examinations, but my dearest friend, never measure the height of a mountain until you have reached the top. Then you will see how low it was. Courage is a good word. It has a ring. It is a substance that other people who have none urge you to have when all is lost. To have courage, one must first be afraid. The deeper the fear, the more difficult the climb towards courage. One who has not the courage to face patiently and firmly life and its difficulties will never be able to go through the still greater inner difficulties of the sadhana. The very first lesson in this yoga is to face life and its trials with a quiet mind, a firm courage, and an entire reliance on the divine Shakti, the supreme power, the Almighty, who definitely gives us courage to face each and every difficult examination of the life. We said that by staying in India, we are losing our talent, but the reality is a great deal of talent is lost to the world for the want of little courage. The world has no room for cowards. We must all be ready somehow to toil, to suffer, to die. And yours is not the less noble because no drum beats before you when you go out to your daily battlefields. And no crowd shout you're coming when you return from your daily victory and defeat. There is only one thing that remains to us that cannot be taken away: to act with courage and dignity and to stick to the ideals that has given meaning to our life. Let's believe in courage, make a valuable asset and make a life worth living, as courage and intelligence are the two qualifications best worth a good man's cultivation. So, it is the first part of intelligence to recognize a precocious state in life, and the first part of courage is to be not at all abashed before the fact. It is only through labor and painful effort, by grim energy and resolute courage, that we move on to better things. Have courage for great sorrows of life and patience for the small ones. Courage is an attribute of character. Courage is determination plus inspiration. Courage is imagination, intuition, faith. Courage makes us fight against odds and impels us to believe in ourselves. As said by Bhagavad Gita, let's be Karma Yogi, believe in our work, treat pleasures and pains equally, gains and loss as well as victory and defeat be part of our lives. He who loses wealth loses much. He who loses a friend loses more. But he that loses his courage loses all, everything, everything, everything. So, don't lose your courage. And so, in the strife of the battle of life, it's easy to fight when you are winning. It's easy to slave and strive and be brave when the dawn of success is beginning. But the man who can meet despair and defeat with a cheer, there's a man of God's choosing. The man who can fight to heaven's own height is the man who can fight when he is losing. I believe in principles. To have principles, first have courage. The man of principle is courageous. He knows the right and will fight for it at all cost. God is definitely on his side, and he takes courage from the knowledge of this fact. Let's realize that God is all, and all that God gives to a man is courage. He never shrinks. Be courageous, for God will never fail you. The Lord is on the side of the righteous man. Then why shall we fear? He will give us the strength when we will need, but only when the time arrives for it. Let's have more courage in the final moment of our life. That is more dramatic, but not less than a magnificent mixture of triumph and tragedy. Often, the test of courage is not to die, but to live. Live the life as it comes to you. If you wish to die, I won't stop you. Go, and your life so that when people will come to your grave, they won't mourn, but spit on your grave and say, ah, this was the person who was not able to live and face